Hi guys, welcome to a new FD121 video, and today we are looking at a couple of the Fiats at home, introducing you to a couple, looking at what we've done to a couple and what we're doing next. So to start with, we'll be looking at the Tipo, and then we'll be looking at the 126 in the garage, and briefly mentioning the Jurassic Park 4x4 and the Italian 90 as well. So here we are starting off with the Fiat Tipo, and we've done a few things to it since the recent video that's been posted on it. I removed all the badges from the rear and the sides and the front, and I sort of washed down all the areas, then washed the badges, painted them all silver first, and then did touch up black pen to do the overlay on it. So we've got the Fiat one there, done it, the Tipo 210 IE one. I did wash it not long afterwards, and there's a couple of bits that have come off, so I will touch up those areas as well. I have got some SLX stickers which are going to go one on the rear here and one on each side, which go by the indicators here. It used to have a badge that said SLX here, but I got the stickers made because I thought it would be a neater touch, and the badges were sort of they'd bent a little bit with, I assumed, sun damage and whatever, where they go light blue and everything. Same with the front badge, I've gone light blue, so I've painted that silver and black, which I think it's in keeping with obviously everything else being silver and black. And again, this side, the SLX badge had bent up through warping over the years, so I'd removed that one and left it off, and you can see the area is actually polished up really quite well. You can see roughly where it was before, but it's polished up quite well. Obviously once the sticker's on, it should cover most of it anyway. And that'll be the same sticker on the rear. I will show you those at some point when I put them on. Also done a rear wiper delete, as they like to call it. The rear wiper arm was really rusty, and I quite like the flush look anyway, so I went for a bung in the old wiper arm section there. We've also done a rear section change with a new rear exhaust tip, which is basically just an over tip, but you can see it's the same size as the inner pipe, just slides straight over. It's just got a couple of bolts that hold it on to keep it sturdy, but yeah, I think that looks a bit better. And I've got these new Tipo plates here as well from Sticker Pig. Made these with the original style as the dealer sticker here, Westminster Auto Centre Fiat. So it was nice to get those on. That's the same on the front, I've done those. The A14 TPO plate, this one with the blue outline, made by Sticker Pig, so I recommend him if you want any dealer style plates, they look quite good. Next up, I do want to be painting these tow hooks front and rear, and I will also have a set of wheels lined up, 14 inch. I'll be getting the same size tyres, needs new tyres soon anyway because they're a bit old. They're not too bad on tread, but they are cracking a bit, so it'd be nice to get those changed soon anyway. The brakes are absolutely fine, that's all well and good. Obviously the interior was all fine, so I'm going to be leaving that as it is as well, although I do have some lowering springs in there, which I wouldn't want to lower this car to a crazy standard, but if you look at it from the side here, you see the front is lower than the rear. So what I've done is I've bought some 35mm PI lowering springs. I've bought all round ones, but what I'll be doing is just fitting the rear ones to try and get the rear end to sit a little bit lower, and hope that it sort of evens out the look, because I think if you look at it completely from the side, which is fairly hard to do if you have a cars on the drive here, you can see that the rear end is higher and it sort of sits at a slight angle like that, so it'd be nice to try and straighten that out. So that's what the plan is. If it don't work, I'll just put it back, but yeah, that's the plan. Also got a plan with a small rear lip spoiler that is coming from U&Q shop, which will be done in the same colour, and I would also like to repair this bit at some point in the future as well, possibly at the same time as I'll need to get that paint in the same colour, the silver with sort of almost metallic effect with the glittery style in it. So I'd like to remove the windows, get the seal out, clean that all up and paint it again. That'd be nice. So that's about it for the Tipo at the moment. It's just been a good reliable daily at the moment, so that is that one, and we'll move on to the 126 next. So I don't think I've actually introduced the 126 before, but here it is. It is a 1985 air-cooled right-hand drive Fiat 126. one lady owner from New, came from Warner's of Gloucester, as you see down there on the dealer plate, and I must admit it is half in bits. As you can see, there's no rear bumper on, the rear lens has been taken off, it's covered in stuff, the garage is full of stuff, there's Panda parts everywhere, Fiat parts everywhere, there's loads of tools, everything else. This has been a bit of a project that I've just come to and from, and obviously with lockdown I did do a few more things on this one. I did pull it out and have a go. I did the valve timing, I rebuilt the carb. All this you see on the engine, by the way, it's not oil, it's just someone's painted it to stop it from rusting, I believe, so I would like to repaint that at some point. And inside here it looks like all the overspray has gone in there as well, so I'd like to paint the inside of that, because the plan for this car is to actually completely overhaul it and have the whole car resprayed in a different colour. I've got new interior seat covers. I will show you everything in there in a moment. There's loads of stuff that I'm going to be doing to this car to get it back to its former glory. We've got in this bag various bits as well. We've got the rear vents that you put on onto there on the boot lid, engine cover. We've got all the lights. You can see anything in there anyway. We've got rear lenses, front indicator lenses, Fiat 126 brand new one, the older style for it. And we've got the bumper mounts there. Got a new oil cap that I'll be fitting. Got some spark plug rubber covers. Got a new Michael Speeder exhaust in the old style. We've got wooden. This came from Slovakia. A lot of these parts came from Slovakia. Some of them from Poland. This is the 126 fan Slovakia. Wooden gear knob I will be fitting as well. We've got the boot lid opening kit, which just allows you to keep that open in hot weather. We've got the gearbox lollipop mount, and here we've got a couple of exhaust gaskets that we're using to fit the exhaust with. Got a couple of key rings in there as well, came from Slovakia. A 3D printed 126p cup holder for the 126, which would be nice. I don't think any of my cars have a cup holder at the moment. Got some new ignition leads. I have fitted new spark plugs and will be getting some new oil, stuff like that. It's got a new air filter. I will just quickly hop down and show you the rest of the bits I've got for this car. As you can see here, more Panda bits, and the Sinclair is over there as well. Here is 126. Now there's stuff falling everywhere, all over me, because there are so many pieces around here. So here's a few more bits. Got a couple more air filters. We've got some new rear lights. We've got some chrome mirrors, which will be replacing these massive plastic ones, which I don't really like. Got some FSM mud flaps with the mounts there. We've got the brown interior cover to match the brown colour that it will be on the outside at some point. Got the rubber mats there as well. If I just come out of here now, but yeah, you can see there as well the original mileage, 33,729. It didn't do much mileage in its later life, with its one lady owner. Up here we've got the bits that I got as well from Poland and Slovakia. We've got some points there. We've got the gasket for the oil filter housing, which you sort of clean out. It's not a changeable filter. We've got a couple of accelerator clips there. We've got the Bosch condenser as well, and I've got the chrome bumpers upstairs. We've got some new side vents, but I think we might reuse these ones, I'm not sure yet. We've got the older style metal wheel caps upstairs as well. So basically this is going to be going in for the full lot. It's going to be taken to work, welded. It's got a couple of areas, nothing too bad, one or two patches underneath. We've got a couple of areas on the corners to sort out on the arches, but otherwise in really good condition. Then we're going to get the paint back, do it in brown. Obviously the paint on here is not amazing, got a couple of dents all over it. There's various scratches, and yeah, the paint isn't the best, so it's going to be done, and then it's going to have the interior redone, going to have the repaint on the inside and the engine and everything. Going to have proper service on the engine, done most of it already, just needs a couple more bits. It does run well. Now that I've adjusted the timing after everything, the idle timing and everything, idle speed, and obviously yeah, I'll get all the other bits on, get the chrome bumpers on, get the chrome mirrors on. I like to paint up these trims as well to get them looking good. So really I just want this looking really good after it's done. I've always wanted a 126 and this is the one that everything will be done on. And when it's done, I won't have everything else surrounding it on top of it, because this will be the keeper, so to speak. So that's enough on the 126. We are now going to head for the Italia and Jurassic Park over there. So here is the Italia 90. Since you've last seen it, I've taken off the original wheel trims. Well, they weren't original, they were ones that have been put on afterwards, because it would have had the footballs on before. I have sourced some football ones. I did trial fit them. They're absolutely fine, but I am looking at getting some remade at the moment. So at the moment we've got nothing on there, as this car's not on the road anyway. And I've removed the old graphics because they were wrong. It has been painted from this line down before, but what I'm tempted to do is get the new stripe done from that line onwards, because the rest of the paint work is actually good. It's just that bottom bit there that needed doing, as we mentioned in that video before. I was just going to quickly run this car, as it hasn't run in a little while. So other than a couple of small service bits and doing the window regulator and still waiting on myself to fix the door card at the moment, not too much else has changed. The Italian 90 now has a gear knob beanie as well, actually. Thanks to Gear Knob Beanies on Instagram for making that. Looks really good. We're just going to run it up now, as it hasn't run for a while. So let's just crank up a little bit of choke on here and get it going. So as you still possibly hear, the Italian 90 still has that exhaust leak from down here. But we do have the new number plate on from sticker plate here as well. The Fiat Continental Motor Centre Enfield Limited dealer style on it, with the Chow logo on it, of course. Just going to run this car up to temperature. But what we have changed here is got the 1 litre carb from Jurassic Park on there now. The carb that came with the car I did put on, but it was running quite badly with that, so I have changed it to this 1 litre carb here, which I believe is the same anyway. Had the same mounts and everything, all looks the same. Just stuck everything on, the cable, choke cable, adjusted it up, and everything seems to be okay. Still hesitates a little bit, might need to do something on that. Some point might need a straight reading, adjusting and stuff. We've got a new fuel filter, we've got a new fuel pipe up here, we've got a new fuel pump, vacuum pump, as the old pump is leaking from this part here. So it's good that that's been changed, obviously, otherwise that could have caused a fire eventually. We are hesitating a little bit still, but that's something I will look at and hope to get a bit better. When it's up to temperature, it's absolutely fine. So yeah, I've looked at various bits. I mean, that car's been rebuilt as well, so you know how it is with these cars. It's always trying to find a needle in a haystack, trying to find running issues, but yeah, it does normally run quite well. So but yeah, otherwise all good. It's just that initial hesitation now, isn't it? Bad now. Going way off the trip now. See, now that I've got my temperature in there, it's not bad. Still a little bit, but yeah, not bad at all. Just going to wait till the fan's kept in, and then I will check it out. So while the Italia 90 is running up, I thought we'd just have a quick look at Jurassic Park and the engine change that I have now done on it. Various supporting things have been done on this. If you want to see the complete build thread, it is on Fiat Forum, so do have a look at it on there on the Panda Classic section if you'd like to see more on it. But essentially it is a Punto Mark 1 sporting 1.2 16 valve engine. It's bolted to the Panda gearbox, done new clutch, I did on the engine, head gasket, thermostat, timing belt, water pump. It's had new oil filter of course. It's got Punto exhaust joined to the Panda exhaust, and then the abath section at the rear that it had before, but it had the straight through section welded shut, so it's a little bit quieter now. I've got a custom intake here. It's literally just a 45-degree angle hose with a Ford Focus ST air filter there, thanks to my dad as he wasn't using it. We've got the immobiliser light down here. I'm trying to remember what we have down here. We've got the transponder there with the key and everything attached there, and we've got the ECU right there. It's all wired in and joined to the Panda wiring. We've got a couple of connectors here as well. We used the 12 volt ignition feed from the old carb idle solenoid. We did use the coil one before, but it actually stepped down while we were turning it off the car, so it would stay on, so we did change that. But yeah, it's running really well now. This here has been modified. This is the sister headlight washer bottle. It normally went up here. Put the ECU in here, which is where it wants to go because of the length of all the wires. Didn't want to extend them all and fiddle with it, so I have cut this one down, cut a piece off of another bottle out, the same shape, put on there with silicone, and it also has drilled holes and cable ties, which is obviously the best way to do anything with lots of cable ties, and it still holds all of its water, and it's been like that for a while, which is great because I thought it was going to leak, but it didn't, which is lovely. So if you need to fix anything, silicone and cable ties, perfect. New engine mount there, obviously. Yeah, it was a bit of fun. Had a new radiator as well. Well, I used one, but it was a good one. Fixed this pipe as well, as it was leaking there before. So yeah, I'm just going to run this car up as well, actually, as it hasn't got run for a while. So I will start that one once we finish with the Italia 90, which is still running over here. I think it's over at now at least. Yeah, it is, yeah. See if it's still... Certainly still there. Fan hasn't got in yet, so it's great for that. So the Italia has been up to temperature and turned off now, so we are going to turn on Jurassic Park and get this one going on as well. A couple of other things I did on lockdown was fix this door handle, which was really wobbly before, and now it isn't, and now it actually shuts when you shut it rather than jumping open all the time, which was a problem when you wanted to lock it whenever you were anywhere. So yeah, it's a bit of a mess in there, I do apologise. But I will clean that out very soon. I do want to do the interior on this. I wanted to paint it beige and get the tan interior in here to match the Jurassic Park vehicle a little bit more, so I will be doing that at some point. I've also got the dinosaur Gear Knob beanie here. Thanks again to Gear Knob Beanies for making that. Let's just see if we still work, shall we? Enough. Shouldn't need to do that because it is... Yeah, I can hear the fuel pump going. Yeah, it's obviously running a new fuel pump with new fuel lines now as well, instead of running the old ones. There we are, on straight away. That's the nice thing about not having a choke. Well, obviously just having an auto choke, it does it all itself. There we are.